Do you think he'll ever recover from that moment when he cost Cleveland the game?
No, he will not. And I don't say that with any joy. I actually like JR. But I think that you will always, it's the combination. It's not, and listen to this, Max. It's not just the mistake that he made. It's the visible reaction from LeBron that you will always hold on to. Does anybody realize and take a moment to really recognize the fact that until LeBron James wins a championship again, that will be the defining moment until LeBron wins a championship again? Every time we talk about LeBron, and we don't mention a recent championship, we're going to point to the last shot he had. And the last shot he had was that visual right there, that expression for JR's faux pas. And I think that you can't escape that. So it's one of those situations. Let me also say this, though. JR's not like he's lying. I mean, he probably said it because he wanted to be gone, all right, and the Cavaliers have obliged. I don't give a damn what the Cavaliers say. They ain't trying to win no games. You don't want to use tank. You don't want to say tanking. Fine, don't say tanking. Say something else. But they ain't trying to win basketball games. Not with the roster that they put out there, okay? And let me tell you what the bad part about that, Max, and I'm going to be the first one to say it. The worst possible place that Zion Williamson out of Duke can end up in is Cleveland.
And that's where he's heading.
It's and that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get him. But
why is it the worst place?
Let me tell you why it's the worst. Because we already look at him as a physical freak of nature. We already have quotes from the great Steve Kerr talking about, I thought LeBron was once in a lifetime, but evidently he's not. There's another on the way. So the fact that if it's not like it's Kyrie, they can get anybody. They can get Jay, they can get that kid Barrett. They can get somebody else. But if Zion Williamson ends up in Cleveland because of who he is physically, the athleticism, the size, the physicality, the dominance. If he ends up in Cleveland, he is going to arrive with expectation.
It's not, I agree.
And that'll be a bad situation.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Total bad situation.
Bobby Mercer, the outfielder for the Yankees, was a 5-time All-Star and considered a major disappointment because he was supposed to be the next Mickey Mantle.
Right.
I mean, it's ridiculous, but Zion Williamson's an amazing player. Look,
yes.
I want to say this about J.R. Smith. I totally disagree with you about this and about most people's perception of J.R. Smith here. The last time LeBron had a chance to win a championship was not last year. He had zero chance to win a championship last year. A 73-win team added Kevin Durant. They were going to crush everybody. The Rockets had the best chance to win. They blew it. The Cavs had no chance, zero chance. To beat the Warriors last year, it's not like let's look at a similar situation where a guy made a mental error in a big moment and is still known for it. Chris Webber. Chris Webber did it in college, but he did it on a team that was expected to win. They had the best team. Chris Webber also had a great career after that, so that's not the only thing he's remembered for. J.R. Smith is 33 years old now. The reason that's the thing that's fresh in your mind is because it did happen in the finals. He is always known as a bit of a head case. But the problem with J.R. now is people forget already. Think about a three-point shooter and a defensive guy. J.R. Smith came in the league jumping out the gym. He was a highlight dunk guy, one of the best in the league at making those highlight dunks.
And we loved him at the New York Knicks when he was Sixth Man of the Year.
Right. He was an athletic marvel in addition to everything else. So that's not there the same way anymore, obviously. He's not that good anymore. So that's what we're thinking about. But it will not stay with him the way the Webber moment stayed with Webber, because the fact is they weren't the best team. They had no shot to win. It didn't cost them the championship, and no one believes that it did.
Let me say this. I don't mind J.R. Smith on my team. First of all, let me tell you something right now. J.R. is not a bad guy at all. One of the nicest guys, regardless. And listen, he really is. One of the nicest guys. He gets streaky, he gets hot. Yeah. He can make some things happen. He can defend as a perimeter defender. I'm not trying to say that. What I'm pointing to is the indelible memory that won't escape people. You're talking about what it should be. I'm talking about what it is. People, when you bring up J.R. Smith, that's going to come to their mind.
The most famous moment of his career. Right?
Yes.
All right, we asked you guys to weigh in our Twitter poll question of the day. Will the fans give LeBron a standing O? The results are in. 76% say yes.
I don't know what the hell the other 24% is thinking about. What could Cleveland or Northeast Ohio possibly complain about?
That he left.
The man came back and you had a 52-year drought in professional sports in the city. He brought a championship
earlier
there.
in the show,
came back to fulfill a promise. It's charitable and philanthropic in the area.
Everyone's going to boo you.
He still contributes to the area.
Earlier in the show, I said LeBron's not Moses. He can't part the sea, let alone bring the Pacific Ocean thousands of miles away to Cleveland, Ohio. But he kind of is Moses in that he brought them to the promised land. Yes. And not even he may not get there with them. He got there with them. He took them to the promised land. Cleveland, Ohio was the center of the basketball universe.
Are you ready for this?
They'll be forever grateful.
Dan Gilbert is the owner for the Cleveland Cavaliers. You had damn well better have something special planned for LeBron James tonight. You have damn well better. Listen, they owe that man.
That's right.
He owes them nothing.
They'll get him a deal on a subprime mortgage.
They owe that man.